Be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking.
Hello guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You're most welcome to my show. And today, physics, science, mathematics. That's our topic for today. This week, we woke up to a trending story, a trending topic that deserves everybody who's got interest in physics or mathematics at least to say something or to comment. American actor Terrace Howard was hosted by a podcast in the US where he made claims, or he made many claims about physics. Actually, he said that he knows many secrets of the universe, and he knows many formulas in physics that explain how the universe operates and how the universe came about. Right? Actually, it's very difficult to comment everything that he said. Maybe I don't qualify that. I did physics in school myself, and I used to like physics a lot, but maybe I can't. In this episode, I have already posted them. I have posted the calculations that to agree with Howard. So maybe this, I just want to comment something about that claim. Actually, the most startling comment or claim that he made was that in mathematics, 1 multiplied by 1 must be 2 and not 1. Everybody knows that when you multiply 1 by 1, it must give you 1. Okay? Yeah. So if you multiply 1 by any number, it must give you that number. But Howard says that no, if you multiply 1 by 1, it must give you 2. Okay? So unfortunately in this episode I want to say that, okay, from my calculations that I did, okay, and I posted it, you can see that it looks like Howard is correct. Okay, maybe he's wrong, but someone could say that, or someone can say that Howard is right. It's very easy for a person to say, anyone, even educated people, it's easy for anyone to say Howard is correct. I did that calculation. If you don't start from 1 multiplied by 1 equals 1, okay? If you do like that, you get it wrong. Okay, start from 2. Try to calculate from 2. what is the square root of 2? Maybe you start from there. What is the square root of 2? So when you do the square root of 2, you find square root of 2 equals 1.414 3 1 yes 2 blah 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 2 2 okay 3 2 1 3 5 6. Okay, that's the square root of 2. Okay, so if you round up that number, you'll find it will give you 1 straight. Okay. Now multiply 1.414 by itself. Okay, it will give you exactly 1.99999. Okay, round that number up, you find that it's 2. Okay, to the proximity. So if you say the square root of 2, which is nearly 1, multiplied by itself, it gives you 1.9, okay, which is approximately 2. It means that 1 multiplied by 1 can give you 2. So that's where the problem is. That's why this story has become so controversial, because he is right. Okay? But this is a mathematical problem. It's a mathematical problem that has not been solved. He's not the first person to make this claim. There are so many people who made the same claim before, that 1 multiplied by 1 can give you 2. Okay? If you start calculating from the square root of 2, so you get that. So 1 multiplied by 1 can give you 2. Okay? But this is in the standard calculation. This is wrong. Okay? So I am saying that Howard is both wrong and right, because it just depends on the perception, okay, for everyone else. You cannot say that all the professors disagree with him. No. There are so many who agree with him that this one is correct. When you calculate it from the square root point of view, square root of 2. He made also claims about, because the problem was that people were arguing that he was making a claim without satisfactorily quantifying it, okay, trying to convince the public really to calculate and see why 1 multiplied by 1 equals 2, according to him. So here I've just helped him to make some people understand that if you try to calculate it from the square root of 2, okay, you get 1 multiplied by 1 equals 2. So I am saying that he is right. Okay? On the other point of view. Okay, so this is where the problem is now. This brings me to the second topic that I would like to say. We are introducing what we call decay theory. So decay theory in cosmology, that this will be the first thing, a new thing that people will get to know about this, is a model in physics that will explain the birth of the universe. And we are claiming, okay, that, but we are not claiming exactly what Howard is, exactly what Howard is saying now. No, totally different. Our claim is that the universe, the existence operates by spontaneous disruption, okay, loss of originality, okay. So maybe if we can use this mastery of Howard story, or we can say is that in the existence of in the universe, and entities and energies and entities, okay, and entities, okay, exist together, counteract together. That's why at one point, one of the claims that Howard made was to say, he said, the old physicists ignored the point that electromagnetism on its own is opposite and equal, okay, of itself. Alright? Electricity and magnetism are just opposite and equal forces, equal entities. Okay? That so much so that you cannot claim of the universe expanding forever, that has got no power that is holding it back. Okay? Like you cannot breathe out continuously, you have to breathe in. Okay, breathe out, breathe in. Okay, this is just in line with one interpretation of our theory that we call decay theory, where we're saying entities and entities counteract all the time. Only that maybe in many phenomena, entities are a bit weaker than entities. So we have a formula that is trying to quantify this claim of decay theory in cosmology, that is a new model of quantum physics that we are promoting. So the universe was actually born from probability states. Okay, the existence was simply just a probability state of yin-yang. Okay, and at the discrete level, okay, of no gradients or no gradients, no coordinates, okay, at that level, time did not exist. Okay, no dimensions existed. Okay, nothing, right? Time itself did not exist. So then, until a disruption happened, okay, or a decay, something simulating like a decay, okay, that disrupted balance and ending in a collapse. Okay. That collapse resulted in definition and proliferation of physicality or physical entities, forces, matter, all that. Right? So, it's just decay theory. Cosmology is just deeper. It's supposed to be deeper than string theory. It's just an attempt to get more deeper than string theory and loop quantum gravity. For example, in string theory, it's like everything is vibration. Okay, even Terrace Howard made the same claim that everything is vibrations. Okay, everything that is vibrations. I don't want to qualify that what he claimed to do with the vibrations was correct. No, I'm not arguing about that, or I'm not trying to qualify that's correct. No, but I'm trying to bring in the aspect of decay theory cosmology. So when we say everything is, for example, in string theory, we're saying everything is a single dimensional string vibrating. Okay, these vibrations result in waves and wave functions and duality and all that. Now, where do these things get the energy to vibrate? See? So this is where string theory has to create what we call dark energy and all that. That, okay, if we claim that everything is vibrating, where are these things getting the energy to vibrate? So, decay theory is trying to answer that, okay, in a different way, with a different quantum interpretation, to say, no, everything loses originality, everything collapses, everything dies, okay? Everything dies, even the one that bubbles out, okay, because there is interaction between, or counteraction between entities and entities, a natural phenomena that creates probability. So, that satisfies probability. A complete, balanced, perfect, balanced, okay, omniety, or perfect voidness, perfect void, cosmic void. So everything loses originality. Okay? So everything loses. So because if you talk about string vibrations, we're talking about wavelength, we're talking about coordinates and all that. So we are saying that since everything collapses, okay, because it collapses, it has to collapse, everything has to decay, right? Then when everything decays, it has to, another one has to bubble out, decay, bubble out, decay, bubble out, decay, bubble out, okay? It's like someone putting it down, okay? Another one rises up, and someone has to pull that one down, another one rises up, another one pulls that down. So you see that you're creating phenomena, you see. So the vibrations that all we see, vibrations, all the vibrations that happen are not actually the same, entity, okay, vibrating. No, it's actually the secret different entity bubbling out and decay, bubbling out and decay. The secret, the secret fabric, okay, of the entire existence, okay, different secret fabrics, okay, what we call all the units, elements that can or that make, okay, the fabric of the existence, bubbling in, bubbling out. And this sums up to the fluctuations or the waves, okay, or vibrations. And these vibrations, they end up getting the secret type of, okay, vibration to create what system or what entity that should be. That it should be a force, or it should be an object, it should be an atom, it should be an electron, whatever it is, based on the established wavelength. And that wavelength coming from the mechanics of disturbance, disruption, that is part of decaying process, bubbling out and decaying process, bubbling out, decaying process. So decaying, or just like entropy, is controlled by decaying and anti-entity, okay, and entity itself, okay, being controlled by causality and together creating probability, okay, spontaneity. And where there is that weakness resulting to bubbling and then wave functions and everything like caves, whatever, and we end up with the so-called strings, and the collapsing itself, so creating dimension, and that dimension being able to create information, okay, and potentiality, that information that can be now definition. So it's still under development. This is just a synopsis, but it's still under development. This theory, decay theory cosmology, based on disruption, decay, loss of originality. Everything in the universe is meant to lose originality because of the anti-entity, the ability of anti-entity, which is a natural, which is the natural existence, that there must be anti-entities to balance with entities. Okay, so but they don't balance because there was, in the beginning, there was a disruption. So anti-entity are weaker than entities. Okay, so this leads to the birth of the entire existence, entire universe, and all entities, functions, and forces that we see. Thank you so much. We'll be able to explain more about this, but I just wanted to comment on Terrace Howard, particularly on the mathematics or the calculation of 1 multiplied by 1 equals 1, or multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1 equals 2. And I am claiming, and I am supporting him, but I don't mean to say that he is absolutely right. Okay? No, but it just depends on which which type of understanding mathematics you can take. But if you calculate it using the square root of 2, you get him right. But if you calculate from 1 multiplies absolute 1. I think we should rewrite some laws to say absolute 1 multiplied by absolute 1 will give us absolute 1. Okay? But to say a loose 1 multiplied by a loose 1 must give us 2. And he is correct. That's what I mean. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.